Welcome back to Two Witches Talking. I'm Megan, and here with my lovely co-host Morgan.
Hello. Oh, and if you can hear, we
Oh
are
yeah,
also joined today by my conscience, Jiminy Cricket.
I was going to note that's our special guest.
I don't know where he is, and apparently he picks up on the microphone.
Yeah,
So we just decided to let it ride today.
yeah. So we're bringing you some cricket magic today as well. You're welcome. Crickets are good luck and signify. What else was it?
In,
Transformation,
in intuition,
intuition.
like introspection,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think. Yeah.
And they're kind of a signal as well to go sit your butt on a meditation cushion and meditate. So take that
Yeah.
and do with it what you will.
Yeah. And if he doesn't pick up, just know that he's very loud
Oh yeah,
today.
and he's like
So,
constant. Like I have never
yeah.
heard the crickets we have in Texas are different. They like they're I think they're louder but like more intermittent and spaced out. Whereas that Arizona cricket is just going.
No, he wants to be. We got those storms in, and so he wants to be heard. He's very
Yeah.
happy about the thunderstorms,
He
and
said it's moist. I'm
yes,
happy.
singing his magical song today, and I can't find him, and I tapped, and I don't know where he is.
It's okay. He's just gonna grace us with his presence today.
So how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. We've also had a lot of thunderstorms. In Texas, there was flooding. Once this comes out, it'll be probably over a month ago. Down in Central Texas, but I'm far enough away from that I was not affected. So it feels kind of weird to be like, "Yay, it's raining!" when some of our compatriots are flooding. So, but it's a really rainy summer. We had a really rainy summer, probably I'll say 6 or 7 years back, where we had some minor kind of, I don't even want to call it flooding. Like there were a couple of like low spots in some roads, kind of in the back roads, literally within skipping distance to the lake that flooded, but that was it. And we just made the best of it. We actually were like swimming out over what are normally roads. So it was fun.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm good. And I have no crickets, but I'm okay with that. Anyway, we're talking about witchcrafting today, and this is inspired by the lovely Ink Spirit Coven members because it looks like a
Yeah,
lot of people are creating things right now.
they are, and they're sharing pictures in the group, paintings and little crafting projects, and we even had one member who's making mead,
I
and I
love that.
love that. Yeah, I know.
So cool.
So, yeah, I was just kind of rolling through the feed, to catch up on things. And I noticed that it's been a lot of talk recently about,
Yeah.
crafting projects and kind of getting back into alignment with their creative selves. And I love
Yeah.
that. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. I
Yeah.
love that so much. Well, I started thinking about like different things, not things that I have necessarily done, because like you can crochet and be super witchy about that, but I am not a crochetist, whatever you would say. But I've got some ideas, and I'm sure you've got some that we can share with folks. So I thought I would do like a little show and tell to kick us off. If that's cool.
Yay, because I
I
don't have a show and tell.
well, I got this idea from I want to say her name is Maria Elena. She was a tarot reader at the Witchy Bazaar last year. And
Arts. Yes.
Persephonic, yes. Persephonic Arts?
Healing arts.
Healing
Yeah.
Arts. Yeah. I know that her Instagram is like Persephonic something.
Hmm.
So I'm like, okay. Anyways, she did little vision candles for a workshop in Arizona. I know. And so I was like, dude, I can do the same thing. So it's just a 7-day candle, and I just did Mod Podge. And this is an Ink Goddess Creations bracelet that I have on here because they fit perfectly around them. But I did this at the beginning of the year, just for like my energies that I wanted. So it says, "She does not hide and she is not afraid," over my tiger, because that's one of my spirit guides. There's a sign from the 60s, "Write your congressman today." So it's like, be politically active. Grow and behold. And this is one of my favorite. It says, it's in type, it says "once in a lifetime," and then marked over it says "once is never enough." So, yeah. So that's a fun witchy craft that you can do. It's basically the same concept as like a vision board, but you put it on a candle and it's just a plain 7-day candle. And then she said that she uses her empty ones when the candles burn down to store like incense sticks and all that. And I'm like, that's such a great idea because witches always have stuff we got to store in places. So that's just a fun idea. And again,
I love
like
that.
the bracelets fit perfectly around it too. So I'm like, a little extra magic.
Oh yeah, they're like gemstone charging it
Yeah.
to add
Pretty
bracelets
cool.
around a 7-day. Yeah, that's pretty smart.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
No,
I feel like the gears are going.
Yeah, no, that's what happens. The gears, and it's not only my own personal practice, but I also am like, can I make a product out of this? And so,
I know.
so it's or like a little kit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
I love that.
That would be really cool, actually.
Yeah.
Little witchy images and things. Anyway, so yeah, that's a fun way to do it. And of course, like a traditional vision board, right? And you can even do digital versions of that to kind of help inspire you. So my screen actually has like all of these like kind of creepy, like fun, divine, feminine, but also I'll burn your shit down pictures on it. I'll do a screen cap and share it on Instagram, but that's kind of like a mini vision board for me because it's not necessarily like what I want to do or what I want to achieve, but it's like who I want to be.
Yeah, that was the inspiration for even our, our photo. Like when I made our Two Witches Talking, the background of that is just basically a scrapbook, digital scrapbook. But I was like, hidden in there. And if you all are like, oh my God, that much thought went into it. Yes. So that much thought went into it. There's little symbols that represent Megan. There's little symbols that represent me. There's a divine feminine symbol, like right in the middle. So yeah, a lot of that's like it's almost like for when I designed it, it was like our energy is going into this podcast. So how can I best put that into visual format for the podcast title pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you pull that up and like zoom in, you'll see all kinds of things in there. I love it. So cool.
Well, that leads into I love a good witchy junk journal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They make me happy. Or art journaling, I guess, because I don't have a specific like junk journal that as if you would like you see on Etsy or Pinterest or whatever. I love it. I think they are beautiful. I think when I get into journaling mine, I way overthink a lot of stuff. So it's just easier for me to just use stickers. A shit ton of stickers.
I love stickers in a journal.
So I'll be journaling and either wait until the end or sometimes, normally when I junk journal or art journal, I guess, I start off with like a really nice header at the top. And then I do try and break things up because like sometimes I'm doing like monthly goals or, new moon goals or something like that. So there'll be like, I'll put like little pieces of paper down and like, differentiate sections on the page by scrap pieces of paper that I'll then write on. But in the end, I have a lot of sticker books and I go through those and that's what ends up going like in the little blank spaces and here there so it's a vision board but it's also journaling and but I love the ones that people do where they just look like shabby chic and there's charms hanging out of them and there's like ripped paper and lace ribbons I drool so much over those.
So cool. I know. Those are gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm trying really hard. There was a woman that contacted me last year about, she contacted me after the Witches Bazaar, like, hey, or like right as we were getting ready to do it. She's like, hey, do you have any vendor spots left? And I was like, unfortunately, we don't, but I can contact you for next year. I've reached out to her once, but I reached out to her on Instagram. So I think I'm going to email her now because she makes the junk journals from scratch.
Oh, cool.
I want her at the Witches Bazaar this year so badly. She's Tucson local.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna, because a lot of people don't keep up with their Instagram, you know, so I'm gonna have Colin find the actual email of when she emailed us.
Nice.
And have him, I'm gonna reach out to her via email, because she makes those, and then I don't know if I will ever fill it out or if I will just sit there and gaze, because she like pre-designed some of the pages.
Oh, how cool.
And
That's
I don't
awesome.
know if just sit there and just oogle
Just, like,
it.
hold it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I love that. I know. I saw some kits that they were selling on TikTok, like the TikTok shop thing for a while. And I was like, should I not? And here's the thing is I am not great at the follow through when it comes to a large scale art project. I am much better at like the vision candle, a vision board, a single watercolor, like whatever. So I had to really sit down and ask myself, would I do this or would I do like a page and then get distracted by something else?
Yeah, I used it. I heavily art journaled through when we had some family stuff going on that was pretty heavy a few years ago. And I think that was my sanity. So I literally have the moleskin journals, the ones that were about 8x6. I think I filled 3 of them. And then I moved on to the little ones for just like daily card pulls. I probably have 4 of those filled. But at the time, that was my therapy.
Yeah.
It was one.
Cool.
And I journaled for probably 2 hours in the morning and another hour at night. But it was my way of processing through everything that was happening. Since then, I'm like, oh shit, I should do something for like June. Like I did something for June. I should go ahead and do the same for July.
Right.
And then I'm like, what else did I do in June? And I'm like, nope, there's just the one June page. That's it.
Yep.
So that's me now. Yeah.
I love that we are normalizing that though. It's like the intentions are good and then life gets in the way, the way. So one of the things that I thought about is I have not made one of these, but a family member made one of those tie blankets where you take like 2 pieces of, I guess, felt, like large scale felt, and you like cut the ends so they're tabs and you tie the tabs together. So there's no sewing involved. But it is the coziest, cuddliest blanket that we have, or that I have. It's mine. Nobody else can have. Well, I share it with my dog. Nobody else can have it. But I thought about that and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. That's like a great way to like add some knot magic into a relatively easy craft. You can make smaller ones for babies or little kids. But then I was like, ooh, and then like with each knot, it could be protection or good health or whatever you want it to be. And then I kind of got inspired. I was like, maybe in the winter time when I can have felt on me and like it won't, or flannel, I guess it's flannel. I can have flannel on me and it won't like make me break out into a horrible sweat. I could make one and kind of tie my intentions into it.
I love
That'd be
that.
kind of cool, right?
Yeah. And that's what I've been told. Like I also do not crochet or knit. But I do know witches who do so. And as they're crocheting or knitting, they're knitting intentions into whatever they're making for, especially they said if they're, giving it away to someone else, like comfort energy or calm or whatever. But yeah, so they do that.
Have you seen the ones that are like, I guess they're like either temperature or weather blankets, and they literally like for every single like line in the blanket is for one day of the year, and they pick the yarn color based on like some sort of aspect of the day, so either temperature or mood or if it was raining or sunny. Oh, they're so cool. Like,
I've never heard of that.
I would be like, crap, I gotta catch up 10 days, let's go. But I love the discipline to that. And I think and they end up so cool. They're gorgeous.
I wonder if things like that are done by like earth signs. Ooh. Very much more grounded, very much more, but we air signs are like cool, let's get started on something. And then 3 days later, we're like, shit, where did that thing go? Oh, well, I'll start something else.
I wonder. Probably, because that feels very earthy too, right?
Yep. Very grounded, very disciplined, organized, but like diligent. That's a great word.
Yes.
So like making sure that they do it each day.
And it's something for comfort.
That'd just be like a fun like experiment to...
Yeah.
I wonder who we could get to fund this experiment.
I don't know. Also, now I feel a little crazy because there's no crickets in my ears. I'm like, wait, something's wrong. I mean, I'm okay.
But he's quiet.
Yeah, he's quiet now.
Yeah.
So weird. Anyway, one of the things that, y'all make in the shop often is like bath salts and bath ritual things. And that's another fun kind of witchcrafting thing that you can do on your own.
Yep. Especially with melt and, like, they make a lot of melt and pour soap bases nowadays. So you could just order a melt and pour soap base and then add your own herbs or essential oils into it for whatever. Like if you wanted to make ritual soap or... Yeah. I mean, they even make bath salt kits now. They make everything.
They do.
They make everything. And it's great. And I love it. I just think back, when I used to make this stuff 20 years ago, and I'm like, oh man, I used to have to scrounge from like 18 different suppliers to try and find this and that and everything. And now it's, even on Amazon, like, oh, DIY bath salt kit. Here you go. $30. All done. Damn. But those are easy ways to do witchy shit.
It's true. It's true. I think there's something special though about like creating and scrounging a little bit, right? Like maybe you get a couple herbs from your own garden and maybe you have to go to a witchy store or even just the grocery store to grab salt and grab some herbs. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It's kind of fun. Mm-hmm. I love it. Also making teas. That's what I'm into lately. I'm like, I have my little tea bags and I'm like, oh, I'm going to mix this and mix this, So for different intentions.
That just reminded me, we made sun tea yesterday and I didn't get a sip of it. It's in the fridge, I think.
Oh, you need to go get some of that.
Yeah, I think it was cinnamon, orange cinnamon sun tea. Because yesterday it was sunny.
Yeah.
Today, rainy. Yeah.
Today is a weird, like, glowy, like, I'm looking and then I can see blue sky and then gray clouds and it can't make up its mind. So, but I could manage some sun tea. I need to make some.
Yeah.
I love that.
I have gone as far in the past. I've made altar items. Mm-hmm. If we're talking like witchcrafty, you know.
Yeah.
I will say that the program that I've been doing for over a year now for my Avalon studies, every lesson, there is a DIY aspect.
Okay.
I get out of a lot of them. I will say that because the course that I'm doing is geared for people, I think, that are not only wanting to learn about Avalon and Avalon magic, but they're like this is their introduction into magic, period.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of the DIYs are like stuff that I already have. Like one of them was a wand crafting.
Okay, yeah.
And like for the lesson, she wanted us to find a tree, specifically like an apple tree or something, give an offering to it, have a branch, and then whittle it and carve it. And that was part of this thing.
That's
I
cool.
was like, number one, I live in Arizona. I could find an orange tree branch, but then I'm going to be bugging some neighbors like, hey, excuse me, can I come give an offering to your orange tree and take a branch from it? Thanks. Number two, 10 years ago, maybe more, I bought an apple branch wand from Glastonbury, England off of Etsy.
Wow.
That was hand burned with spirals by a witch in Glastonbury, England. So that's my Avalon wand. So I'm not going to craft my own when it took me a long time to find this one, and it was crafted from an apple branch from Glastonbury, England, which is where Avalon is.
Right.
So I very politely, because I have to turn in my lesson work at the end of every lesson, and I was supposed to include pictures of my wand, And I was like, okay, so what I did do was I made a little bitty one.
Oh, I love
And
that.
I found, I wrote it down at home. I cannot remember at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd always wanted in a lot of Avalon stuff, there's 9 silver bells, and you're supposed to ring it 3 times to signify that you're entering Avalon. And I've never had one of those.
That's cool.
So that's what I made. And I did source, again, did not, I did not find an apple tree. I can't just go walk around find an apple tree.
Right.
So I bought an apple branch off of Etsy from someone. Yeah. And when it came in, I did the little tiny bells and the string over it and put a little apple charm on it. And I did make that, but I made just a little itty bitty one.
I love that.
Because I had my big one that I use for big things. But this was just so when I go into Avalon, like I ring it 3 times and then set it down and that's my thing. So I do like to craft a good altar tool.
Yeah, I love that. Ooh, that's fun. I feel like I have some altar tools that I probably crafted. Well, maybe more like, I do like honey jars. I love a good honey jar. I put my own name in a honey jar because I was like, come on.
I love that.
I gotta think witch talk for that one. So somebody was like, if you haven't put your own name in a honey jar, you are missing out. And I'm like, you know what? We're gonna do it. So doing that, I do love crafting like salt blends and herb blends. I really like doing that ahead of time so that I have it when I need it. So that's a very witchy witchcrafting. And yeah, I've got it around here somewhere. My little athame, my little peach moonstone athame from the shop, and that was so fun. And I feel like it was maybe I can't remember if it was from a box or if it was from an advent, but there was a little grapevine wreath. Do you remember that DIY kit? It was a teeny tiny wreath that had like a little pentacle
99%. Yeah, I think that was in the advent.
I think so too. But it came with like a bit of flannel and like some twine, and I feel like a ribbon was in there, and it was like you just crafted this whole little mini wreath to like create like a little spell for yourself. And I love stuff like that. Anything small feels so accessible. So it's like you could just go to Dollar Tree and get like many wreath supplies and just kind of create your own. Place it around a candle or hang it up like a wreath, whatever. Little things like that are fun.
Yeah, we have a coven member or 2 that make their own like witches bells.
Oh, cool.
So they buy the little wreaths like that and then hang bells and charms and all kinds of stuff. That. And I think, if I remember correctly, one of them, I think they get together with friends or family members and they do it like or sometime in the fall, like Samhain, Christmas, something like that. But that's when they make them for like the whole next year.
Oh, how cool. I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's what I'm saying. There are some crafty witches out there. I love when... So they do, and I know we keep saying the coven. It's my Ink Spirit coven. It's at inkspirit.com if anybody's interested. But we're like... They inspire me so much. Like when they show these pictures of like, oh, I just got done beading this. Oh, I got done painting this. I'm like, I want to go get lost in my craft room.
I know. Well, one thing that a friend of mine did, so 2 friends. So one friend went to another friend's surprise party, and a mutual has like a little like 2-acre farm or something, but they grow like herbs and they have fruits and veggies and all that. They made their own smoke bundles. So they brought 2 different kinds of sage and rosemary and like some other herbs to put lavender and all that. And like her birthday party, one of the activities was literally they were sitting around making herb bundles for themselves. And I thought that is so cool.
I love that.
I love that so much. I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's awesome.
And I know we do have here in Tucson, it's called, for those listening that might be in Tucson, it's called Celestia Collective. it is a group of witches with an open space and like a little coffee bar and stuff. I think it's on the west side of town. And they literally get together and just craft certain days.
That.
There's other events and stuff within the space.
Yeah.
But so many of them are crafters, and they'll show reels all the time on Instagram of them just having like witchcraft nights.
That's so cool. Yeah.
And I'm like, it's so amazing. I'm just so much of an introvert, and it's on the west side of town. And if anybody knows, I'm on the east side of town. It takes 45 minutes to an hour to get to the west side of town. Even though it's still Tucson, it takes 45 minutes to an hour. And so I'm just such an introvert too. But I do I love that they do that and that there's a space like that here in Tucson. So,
and if you're listening to the North Dallas, Denton area, and tuning in, because I know we've got some listeners in my part of the world, Bewitched just started doing some witchcrafting little like workshops and stuff. Like they made like sun catchers one day, and oh my gosh, it's so cute. And they do it in like Sunday afternoons or evenings, so it's easy for folks that work like a Monday through Friday job. And I'm just like, it's so adorable. I love it. So yeah.
That's
so if you're local to my area, check them out and swing by and make something fun. I just love that.
I love that it's so open now. Like, this is something I feel like we would not have seen 20 years ago.
Oh, agreed. Absolutely. And I was actually thinking about that. And I know, obviously, like, our areas are not the only ones that are open about witchcraft and magic and all that. But I was just thinking about all of the different events and shops and organizations and all that are in and around Tucson. I was like, I had no idea until I was out there visiting, and I was involved in helping with the Witches Bazaar and whatnot, and just like everybody was like, wow. It's so crazy. But we're getting that here as well. Like Denton is kind of becoming this little haven for witchy folks and spiritual folks and all that. And so we've got some surprising, like a friend of mine owns a witch shop out in like East Texas. She's like a good hour and 30 minutes from Dallas.
Wow.
Where like that's some Bible thumping area, and she is knocking it out of the park because people love the elements of working with nature, of community, of being a safe space to be yourself. So it doesn't matter what your background it is. It doesn't matter who you love. It doesn't matter the color of your skin, like any of these things. And I think those are some of the things that just make witchcraft just so cool and so wonderful. So it's cool to see.
I love that. Yeah, no, it's very cool to see. And even when I owned my brick and mortar store 20 years ago, in South Carolina, I didn't do as many workshops as I probably should have, and I would do a few community events every year. But looking back now, I was like, oh, I should have done so much more. Like it
was different though. It was
a
different
though
vibe and different time.
Yeah. So.
Plus, you had like, little kids at home too, didn't you?
I did. I had toddlers.
That's a lot. That's a whole lot.
Yeah, I had toddlers. Gabe was still in when I opened up. He was 1 when I opened up my store. So he was baby.
Yeah. So different time and place for every element of that. Everything involved. You included.
Yeah, but I'm glad that it's happening, and it's not even just happening with me and you. I am seeing it way more in the United States of even just these collective spaces that are open for whatever.
Yeah, it's so cool to see. That's awesome. You know what? This is actually kind of a fun call to action for y'all. Is on any of these videos for this episode, if you want to comment, like if you know a place in your area where witches gather and hang out, like let's create a little follow thread so that people in your area can learn about it and connect with you. So feel free to email us that if you feel more comfortable doing that, or even comment on Spotify under the episode.
Yeah, and I'll make sure too to let the amazing witches over at Celestia Collective know that I'm at least name dropping them. So
Nice.
whenever this episode comes out, I will hit them up and be like, hey, if you all want to, tag yourself below, then that way anybody who does listen, like, they have a thing right there. So
I love that. That's so great.
yeah.
So cool. Well, that feels like a good place to kind of wrap it up with some of our ideas. You got a card for us?
I do.
Awesome.
Okay, wait a minute. That's from last week. Oh, yeah, hold on. No, that's from, okay. Oh, there was some crossover. Some of them fell out of their space.
Oh, no.
Oh, well, that's a fun one. Yeah,
What you got?
Saturn retrograde is already... Saturn retrograde is... I know that by the time this airs, it will be Saturn retrograde.
We'll be in it. Yep.
But it's starting early, because this question is, what mistake do you keep making again and again?
Oh, damn. Okay. What mistake do I keep making again and again? That's hard.
I know mine.
Okay.
Do you want me to go since I go?
Sure.
So when I was younger, I had an iron stomach.
Oh.
So I call myself a little trash panda. I'll eat anything.
Mm-hmm.
Even at one point in my life, I've eaten gas station sushi.
Okay. Yep.
I am finding out now that later on in life, I no longer have a trash panda stomach.
Mm-hmm.
And yet I keep pushing it and end up regretting that miserably a lot at night. Mm-hmm. And then newly discovering, that I have a sensitivity to fish. I stay in denial. So I read the ingredients on something and I'm like, it says contains fish. It'll be fine. It is not fine.
No.
So I want to say I have now learned this lesson about myself and have to not push my stomach anymore, because I am no longer 17 years old.
Yeah.
with a gut, microbiome that's balanced.
Right.
I don't have that anymore. Not in my 40s. So now I have got to stop making the mistake of thinking, I can eat that. It'll be fine. Salad that was left out for 3 hours, it's fine. I can eat that. That contains fish. I can eat that. It just has a little bit of fish in it. It'll be fine.
Not so much.
Nope,
I am the
there's
complete
my
opposite, opposite end of the spectrum from that. It's funny because my stomach is much tougher now than it used to be. I used to be so sensitive to everything that I'm like, how long has that been sitting out? 10 minutes? Put it in the fridge now. We're not screwing around with any of this stuff. So if anything looks suspicious, smells mildly off, I'm like, nope. And my husband can eat it just fine. And I'm just like, here, babe, you eat that. I can't eat it. So I feel that. Yeah, I think mine actually might be that I stay up too late. And not right now, I've been dealing with some insomnia for whatever reason. I'm gonna blame the stars or something. I don't know. So there's that. But before I get to that point, it's like, I'll just stay up and watching something or reading something or playing some game on my phone. I realize, it's midnight and I should get to bed. And then I wake up tired the next morning, just like I am today. And today I woke up with a headache and sleepy, and I'm drinking all the coffee, and it's I never learn. I'm going to do it again tonight probably, because I get that second wind and I'm awake and ready to go for another several hours. So, yeah.
See, and I love this because I am now on the opposite end of the spectrum on that.
That's awesome.
We were watching the Squid Games, the new season of the Squid Games the other night, and it was 8 p.m. And Colin goes to hit the next one. I see it pop up, and it's an hour and 6 minutes long. And Gabe is like, all right, let's keep watching it. And I was like, I have to go to bed.
Yep.
And Gabe's like, Mom, you can watch it. It'll be done at 9. And I'm like, I have a routine. If I do not get my sleep, I will be a monster tomorrow.
Yeah.
So he's like, you have to start your routine at 8. And I'm like, yes.
Yes.
And literally, I will go lay in bed and I watch I have a comfort TV show. Mm-hmm. So my routine starts between 8 and 8:30.
Wow. Yeah.
That I'm getting in bed, I'm getting dressed, I'm getting in bed, I'm watching 1 to 2 episodes of my comfort show that makes me feel happy, and then I'm reading, and I'm usually out by 9:30 because I wake up at 5:30 to start, and I know that I cannot wake up at 5:30 if I do not go to sleep by 9:30.
It's true.
So I'm on the opposite end of that, and I've literally, within the last week, told my son, I'm going to bed. I love you.
Yep.
I'm going to bed. And he's like, you're so old. And I know I am, because he'll stay up till 3 a.m. gaming.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mine too. Mine's up all kinds of hours. Oh, yeah. No, but I love it because that means when I come visit you, I'm like, in the right time of year, I'm 2 hours ahead of you. So like if you're ready to go to bed at like 8 and I'm like jet lagged and it's like 10, because I would rather be in bed at 10. But I don't know, there's something about summertime, I stay up later.
Yeah.
And I think that's left over from when my kiddo was younger. Because by autumn, like I'm like 10:30 in bed. Like, let's go.
Well, I'll keep you straight when you come to visit. I'll keep you straight on going to sleep and waking up at reasonable time. You make sure I don't eat anything questionable.
I will make sure. Deal. Be like, Morgan, how old's that? How long's it been sitting out?
I'll be like, it'll be fine, right?
You can't get sick at the bar.
All right. Good. I'm glad that we have this pact now. This works for both of us. This is great.
I love it. Well, this has been such a fun episode.
It really has.
I just love it. Thanks so much for listening, y'all. All the links are in the show notes, but you can reach out to us at twowitchestalkingpod@gmail.com with your suggestions, questions, witchy stories. We want to share some more of your witchy confessions and witchy stories. So please add those in. Find us on Spotify, Apple, Two Witches Talking on Instagram, and then you can watch the videos either on our Patreon, which you can join for free, or on Instagram under the Ink Goddess Creations on YouTube under the Ink Goddess Creations YouTube channel.
There we go. Yeah.
And just find us under podcasts. So we're there as well. So thanks so much for listening, and take care of yourselves, and we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.